Powered by Virginia Radio.
Blessings. How y'all doing this beautiful Friday night? I apologize, we're a little late. That's what happens when more business come to the Powered by Virginia. You know what I'm saying? We being blessed over here. Shouts out to the boss, Loud. What's up, boss?
What up? Appreciate you.
I want everybody just introduce themselves. You know what I'm saying? This is the end of the Women's Month, Women History Month, and we wanted to come through with some goodness. And so I have some queens in the building. They're going to introduce themselves. I am Tyneika from Tyneika's Talk. This is the Golden Nugget Hour, and we have a king. We have both the kings in the building, but I got the young king in the building to give his perspective of things. We just don't want to be one-sided on anything. We need to know what we need to do for solutions. So everybody, we're going to introduce yourselves, and this is my special guest. Or everybody's my special guest, but we're going to be totally interviewing Miss Felicia because she has her own podcast, and we're going to nurture her and get her where she going, and she going to help us where we going. We helping each other here networking. So introduce yourself, sweetheart.
Okay, my name is Felicia Gresham. I am the creator and host of the MILF Hour. MILF standing for Mom, I Live Fearlessly, and it's basically a platform that is for women to just feel and learn radical self-love and be unapologetic about how we move and what we want and how we want it. And and it's also to have a diary sort of for my daughter and her daughters and something else so they have something to look back onto, stories to collect, that type of thing.
That's beautiful.
Thank you.
Well, blessings. Welcome.
Thank you. I'm so blessed to be here. Thank you for having me.
So much. You feel the vibe. It's Powered by Virginia. You know what I'm saying? Nothing but good synergy in here. What's up, Queen? Thank you for coming through.
It's okay.
And you get your mic, babe. We gonna let her get a mic. Y'all already know who this is. I ain't gotta introduce her, but she gonna do a thing.
Yo, how y'all doing? Good evening. Can y'all hear me?
Yeah, they can hear you.
Okay. My name is T Spills. I have the podcast T Spills, where you get a cup full up and things heal. It's a special blessing to be on tonight with the Queen Empress, spitting and dropping all the gold nuggets upon you. So I hope you get wealthy tonight off of the information that's going to be disclosed. It's a blessing to be a part. Thank you.
Blessings. Thank you so much for being here. What's up, Miss Misty? This is my little niece over here. I'm gonna let her introduce herself.
Hi. Everybody should know me.
Yes.
but I'm Naya. Y'all can follow me, Naya So Wavy, on everything. TikTok, all that great stuff. I'm a singer, and also I'm a model, and a little actress, and a dash of comedians. Like, no, I'm just joking.
Yeah,
but
she is very bookable. Tell them how they can book you. Send your information to you.
Y'all can book me. You can just click the link in my bio on Instagram, or you can just DM me. Just make sure that you include your services that you're looking for, as in a feature or photo shoot, video shoot. Just include that, please. Thank you.
Okay. Thanks for being here. What's up, young king? Oh, we need your mic. Pull up.
It's Saint. Y'all know who it is, man. Y'all know the voice when y'all hear it. Follow me on everything at BIGGSAINT 93. Let's get this shit on the road, man.
Already. Thank y'all so much for being here. Y'all giving me the strength that I need to be here and get this done. Tonight's topic, I'm a mother of 4 sons. Well, I gave birth to 5 sons. My middle son, he is transitioned over. He was 18 months when he passed away, needing a liver transplant, so he didn't make it through the transplant. So I have 4 kings here on the earth, and there was a lot of sacrifices that I had to make being a mom. And so I just wanted to, and really, like, I'm listening to this beautiful queen podcast. And that was one of your topics.
Yes.
So you want to talk about your show that that I heard.
Yes, so I did a episode called The Sacrificial Lamb, and it was basically about how as moms we just automatically get thrown into this sacrificial position, and
Yeah.
it's this like laughable thing, you know, when you get pregnant young, especially like, oh, you're gonna give your life up, but it's like, nah,
You truly have to.
no, for real.
Yeah,
yeah,
it's a thing.
100%. So it's just like I really just wanted to kind of say it in like a plain way, just words, so people could understand and not have this like big thought about it, but
Yeah.
really hear it from, you know, a mom's point of view. I have 3 children. I became a mom at 19 years old, and I've been, you know, sacrificing, you know, along the way. And just recently I started doing a lot of work on making the sacrifices that would benefit me as well, not just my children, or at the time when I was married, just my husband. Like I was really pouring only into my children and my husband, and I had nothing for myself. So it's like now,
That's what we do.
exactly, and it's just we throw ourselves into it, and then we get 5 years in or however long, we just looking around like,
Yeah, what happened?
all I have is the kids. Like that's it, and that wasn't enough for me, and I just wasn't satisfied with that. But I wanted people to really hear that that's really a thing, and that it shouldn't have to be as detrimental as it can be. Some women really sacrifice their life for their children and for their safety or whatever it may be, and it should never, ever, ever get to those points. So I really wanted to break the story down so that, like I said, my daughter can hear, oh, my mom went through this and I know how to overcome. I know what to do, or my cousin, my auntie, you know, whoever. And because my aunties and cousins, they told me stories, you know, they say, okay, when you get older, but it wasn't good enough. It wasn't good enough. I need more. There was a lot of editing out of stories, you know, to protect image and thing like that. But I don't care about all of that. I want to know the real stuff, because y'all was forcing me to get married, which was a sacrifice. And nobody told me all the work that went into being married. And I'm here looking at this man, and
Yeah, what's going on?
it's not enough. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, that's the sacrifices. Like, but you know, that's really what the episode was about, was just breaking it down so that people can really hear it in a, you know, not so motherly, majestic way type thing, because they're also really used to moms being so sweet and so, you know, nurturing and kind, but sometimes you got to hear it the rough way so that you can absorb it and be like, that really doesn't sound so cute. It's so nice anymore. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. So I just want to kind of shatter that idea that it's cute, basically.
Well, I appreciate you opening up the platform to where we can be honest and sacrificing. You know, that was the question for all of you all, as a parent, because everyone up here is a parent. Name like 2 sacrifices that you feel like you made for your children. Let's talk about that. Let's start with you.
Okay.
We'll say time. Time's a big one.
Time is definitely always, because we you know, time.
It's no longer under our control. It's on their time.
Yes.
100%.
Yes. So you want to name your 2?
I would definitely say my education, and not even just like going to school, just taking the time to just absorb knowledge in any type. I was just so into them learning and them absorbing things and teaching them. I wasn't teaching myself anything. I wasn't wasn't reading for years. I used to be a huge bookworm. Like I would be in my room reading a book as for fun, you know.
One of them.
Yeah. I was
My
literally
sister
one of
does
those.
that.
I was
Yeah,
one of
okay.
those. And then once I had my son, I stopped reading, of course, because like you said, you don't have time. There's no time to sit down and read a book. But I was investing all that time to use the knowledge that I had gained to, you know, nourish him and reach, you know, so that he can be a smart Black young man.
Right.
But I wasn't taking any time to educate myself. That would be one.
Okay.
And then the second one would be, I was a really good dancer. I was training for years and years and years, and I loved it. It was like a breath of fresh air. It was, you know, an escape away from a crazy life that I came from. So after I had my son, I stopped dancing. So
Okay.
But now,
I love dancing too. I dance in the kitchen while I cook.
Yeah, see, we have dance parties all the time now.
Yeah,
you know what I'm
yeah.
saying? Me and my kids, we get down, especially while I was cooking. You know, we
definitely, that's where
we
it's
have a
at.
good time. So we live through that, and I also do a lot of yoga, so that gives me a it kind of, yeah. It kind of feeds me the same way a little bit. That's my compromise, you know.
Okay.
But yeah, those would be my two.
Okay, so yours was
Educating myself in dance.
and dancing. Miss T Spills, do you mind sharing?
No,
What's
that's
yours?
why I'm here.
Appreciate you.
Oh, before I share, can I ask her a question? What kind of dance did you like?
My favorite was like African contemporary. That was and the teacher, I got really lucky. My teacher, she was actually a white woman, but she was extremely cultured. Like she really taught me more about being Black than my family did, honestly. In other cultures, like she had us studying, and whenever we did different types, her specialty was cultural dance. So whenever we did different types, it wasn't just learn this 8 count. We studied the dance, where it came from, who the originators were, and things like that. Yeah.
Yes.
So when we went into like modern contemporary, we started learning about Catherine Dunham and Josephine Baker and things like that. So that's where she took a lot of her inspiration from and things.
That's dope. Thank you for sharing.
Yes, thank you.
I just was
Thank you.
very intrigued about what kind of dancing.
I love dancing.
I guess I was so busy listening, I wasn't thinking. Because I made so many sacrifices to make.
Yes,
Right,
we all
right.
do,
I'm trying to
like,
think. The
it's
two
a
that were the
lot.
heaviest. The pursuit of myself. I did what I had to do.
Yeah.
Because I was the provider and I had to sustain the household. But really, the putting into myself, I kind of sacrificed. Like, I put it in myself enough to do what I had to do. You get what I'm saying? I had to pour into them. But
Just to
my
make it.
aspirations, I didn't really start digging into them, even though I did go back to college and stuff like that. But I really won't pursuing things because, like you said, you can't, you don't really have time to enjoy those things or to do those things or to put into those things because it's more prioritized important things.
Right.
But I later learned that was incorrect also. That's an incorrect mindset.
It's very wrong.
Because that's ass backwards if you think about it. Why would you not put as much into right now yourself? Because yourself is the constant in their selves. So if yourself is better than their selves is better, so it all kind of works.
Exactly.
So it was the ass backwards mindset.
You are the
Yeah, well,
foundation.
we all was there at one point. Same thing with me. I had to learn how to abruptly be a single mother after losing a husband to a heart attack. So it was like, what do I do now? What do I put into this kid? I have to go to work. It was just a lot.
That was a big life change.
Yeah.
Yes, it was. Yes, it was.
That
And-
is different.
Yeah, it was, but we go through it because we're strong. Women are very strong. Women are extremely strong, and we just gotta tap in to self.
Yeah.
And that strong woman is right there for you. She's not going anywhere. We just gotta go in there and tell her, hey girl, we gotta do something because this
ain't
is a lot.
getting it.
This ain't getting it. Amen. And so we at your second one, sis.
Okay. See, here I go. But can I belly off of what you just said?
Let's go.
Even though we have to be the strong woman, it's okay to not be the strong woman too. Because sometimes you break the strong woman when you always trying to be something.
Yeah.
If you don't allow yourself that time of vulnerability or weakness or whatever that downward emotion is, you just can't wallow in it. But I think you have to give her that kind of attention because if you just suppress it, it becomes something different, I believe.
does.
I just wanted to say that. I'm sorry.
100%.
Even though we are strong, we're resilient. We always got that bounce back.
Absolutely.
We
That's
got
back,
that.
everything.
We
Snap
got
back.
that
Excuse me.
bounce
Yes,
back.
absolutely.
Yes.
All right. Okay.
Okay,
That's
sorry.
But all right.
And the other
You
one,
back.
okay, back. I'm
All
sorry.
right.
I ain't gonna say nothing else after this. The next one, I guess, would be my femininity. I have 2 sons.
Yes.
So I had to be a mother, and I felt like I had to be a father because the father was present. So I guess, neglected some of the feminine attributes or ways I could have been because I didn't want to spew that onto them. Because, kids mimic what they see.
Absolutely.
So I don't want them to be all feminine and stuff because all I'm doing all day is being all extra feminine. And my
We talked
kids were
about
my
that the other
constant.
day, remember? When I was like, yeah, hey, all I had was male energy around me.
Yeah, and me too. But I, even when I was trying to grow, I couldn't grow out of it because it was like I was so comfortable with it because I felt it was necessary. That's kind of that was
For
deep
your
for
sons.
me.
That's a sacrifice, sis.
I think that's a
Blessing.
sacrifice.
That was a good one.
Yes, it
I like
was.
that.
That was beautiful. Because that's something that we really don't, with the sons, because that's what, King in here, about the, that male energy. You definitely need that in the building when you raising your kids. Like, I had a good husband. He was a good man. And I see my baby boy was 16. He had just turned 16 that month when his father passed away. And but my husband left enough. He left enough because I see the fruit that he bared. My sons, yeah, absolutely.
That's beautiful.
Thank you. So we're gonna move over here to what is, because you got little boops too. I'ma say it. Shouts out.
Okay. So I would
Miss
say
Bad and Badder, I'ma say it. I gotta say that first, because them girls are yours. They so cute. Hallelujah. I told them they can't come back to the house for a while, but go ahead.
no, they are wild. But okay, so my sacrifices, I would say I sacrificed the old me. The reason why I say that is because before I had my kids, I was thinking like different.
Yeah.
I think I had like a immature mindset.
Mm-hmm.
And then
Really?
when I had them, it was like that person that I was just went out the window. I just wanted to do better. I just wanted to have better, and I took the steps for that. I left an abusive relationship, and a lot of people can't do that.
No, they can't. No.
That's a strong woman to do
It
that.
is.
I can't say it took a lot of me. I thank God every day, because if it wasn't for him, then I would not be here, because it was really like that crazy, and you wouldn't even have thought, because of like how I carried it. But yeah, that was like one of the sacrifices I did. Another one, I left and moved out of the state.
You have to tell that story, because that was something else you told your auntie. What you did about 2 time in the mornings or what? Y'all gotta hear it.
So
Yes, that's a blessing though.
so it was like one day I wasn't really getting like the support and like the encouragement, I was going through like a rough time in my life. So I was like, this is not what I want to do. Like, I don't want to just sit here and just, don't chase my dream, because singing, modeling and stuff, that's like my dream since I've been a little girl. So it was like, I would just sleep one day and it was like 3 o'clock in the morning. I had a dream of myself. It was like me talking to me.
Me talking to me.
Listen, you had to get yourself in order. Okay.
It was like, I was like, are you going to lay here? Or are you going to go chase your dream? I'm like, what you talking about? I'm about to get him, go chase my dream.
Yes.
So I just packed me and my kids up and we just left.
What time was that?
That was at 3 in the morning.
Good morning.
I just packed me and my kids up. We were gone. Mom was like, what are you doing? I'm like, I'm going to Georgia.
I'm going to Georgia, and she did that. And
Yeah,
she
and I
pursued
did
her
it.
dreams,
Yeah.
and she took her baby.
Yeah.
That's a strong woman. Yeah.
That is.
Period.
Blessings,
Yes.
blessings.
Fearless.
I appreciate you sharing that story with everybody. Know that you wanted to, but it was a good one.
Yeah, it was cool. It was cool.
Blessings, King. What's up with you? Being a father on the other end. I love that we had the conversation. Was that yesterday? Auntie B, yeah. Where I say a man can never have the sacrifice that a woman has to have in bearing children, because you don't lay where she lay to give birth. You can't. So then you said, yeah, well, men make sacrifices, and then it can get him to the point of death too, because of stress and other things. Say what you're saying.
To answer your question first,
That's
first 2 things I would say is sacrifice, at least for men, and I'm speaking for just because I can't speak for the older ones because I haven't really, I haven't reached that point in life yet. But just for like my generation, I would say health altogether, body and mental health, and acknowledgement. That's what I would say.
That's what you sacrifice.
Because
That's
I'll start with acknowledgement first. Like majority, and I'm a man, so I ain't doing no lame shit and trying to throw men under the bus. But majority of men, I can honestly say, don't fulfill their role and don't play the part that they supposed to. You know what I'm saying? However, the small few that do lack the acknowledgement because they allow the bigger number to take over the small number when the small number should mean more.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying? Because that should still show you that there are still some out there, meaning that those some will raise more.
Yes.
But certain people don't look at it like that. So that's for the first one. As far as health, when we was talking about our conversation, as far as like stress, not eating right, not getting sleep, not feeling like you got an outlet, not being able to maybe live your life to your full potential, you may feel certain things like that. And being a man in society, they set it up where you can't be looked at as weak. Or if you are weak, then she should go find another one. So rather than a man being able to feel comfortable opening up to you, it's more so than I'm just going to throw it over my shoulder and just keep pushing. And after a while, that starts to take a toll on you.
Yes, it does.
You know what I'm saying? Because for the men that do work 2-3 jobs, you know what I'm saying, taking care of their family and doing whatever they got to do. For example, me and my pops don't got the best relationship. But I see what he puts in to create a certain type of life for my siblings.
Okay.
You follow what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like I was telling you in the car.
Yeah.
He works in New York, but lives in Pennsylvania because it's a better way of living for his kids.
2-hour commute.
Well, that's 2-hour commute if you're driving.
Oh, drive.
Now, to save money, he takes the bus,
Okay. So
which means he has to be up at 2 in the morning.
that's like 4 hours.
2 in the morning to get on the bus, ride to New York, to be to work by 8, 9 o'clock.
Well, that's a sacrifice.
Doesn't get off until 5, 6, maybe 7. To get on the bus at 8, 9, to make it back home by 10, 11, to go to sleep and be right back up at 2 o'clock.
Well, yeah.
That's a hell of a sacrifice.
No, sir. I give him a
But what you said, Bree?
No, sir.
Okay.
I mean,
That's a lot.
let me say this. It's easy to say no, sir,
Yeah.
when you're not the one that have to fulfill those shoes.
Yeah.
Because
'Cause
as
if
a
you have
man,
to allow
you
fast.
have no choice.
And
There is no, as a provider, you have no choice.
Because I done had to
Well,
walk across the
let me say
Berkeley
that too.
Bridge
Let me say that
and go
Yeah,
wake
as a
up at 12
provider.
o'clock in the morning, catch the bus, go to the
Yeah.
Berkeley Bridge, and go walk to the shipyard every morning. I did that for 6 months straight. So as a provider, I can relate to that. That's why
And I
had to
commend
sit
you.
up. I
Bless you.
And I
feel
commend
that.
you for that.
I feel that.
And
That's
so,
that's a brand right there.
even as a
I
provider-
understand that.
Let me shout
I'm
out
sorry, but I
real
ain't
quick.
taking from me. I promise.
It wasn't even that. That's why I said I commend you on it.
But let me
Because,
say
like,
this
that's
real-
not taken
real
away
quick.
from y'all's strength. Because the strength that I've seen, once again, growing up with a single mother, you know what I'm saying? And then watching the progress in time of watching the mother of my child get pregnant and then give birth to my child up until present time. You know what I'm saying? Because I was one of those men that been there from day one. You follow
And that's what
I'm
I was
saying?
going about to say to you, because from you've been there from the whole pregnancy. I remember you was going to appointments. You was doing what you're supposed to do as a and how can you say how old you are again?
I'm 24.
Okay, to be 24 and to make the sacrifices that you are not done telling us that you made, but just what I've seen so far, that's commendable. And you really it's a blessing that you doing that, and you will be blessed
Thank
in
you.
major ways.
It just, I don't even know. Like, truthfully, I ain't never really said this publicly. So
Okay,
look,
well,
don't kill me in the comments.
okay.
Hold on, don't kill me. Don't kill me in the comments. Don't do none of that. But I wanted a boy. You know what I'm saying? This was my first. So I wanted a boy. However, I didn't understand the blessing God was giving me and giving me a daughter. You know what I'm saying? Because having my baby girl just changed life.
Blessings.
It changed so
Blessings,
much.
girl. Shouts out, Will.
And my fault if y'all can't hear me because I keep dropping the mic. My
keep
fault.
dropping the mic.
But and y'all not even telling me nothing, so it's cool.
Can't see what my shade
But
is. What's up, fam? Blessings. I'm good.
having my daughter,
Thanks for
having my
being a
daughter
brother.
really made me tighten up. You know what I'm saying? For the simple fact of
You understood the
I
assignment.
had to
You understood?
not only
the
understood the
assignment?
I mean, I
assignment,
understood
my
the
guy.
assignment, and not only that, I'm one of them people in my generation that is able to take himself out of just the flesh. I can take myself out of the flesh and see what's going on. And when
How
I
do
look
you do
at
that?
I don't know if I'm able to verbally communicate it
What
yet.
do you do?
You know what I'm saying? However, it's just like I call it a reflection period. You know what I'm
How do
saying?
you
Because
reflect?
I watch a lot of interviews, podcasts, and different things like that. So like she was saying, I'm continuously taking in information.
Okay.
So as I'm taking in information, a lot of things that I take in, I sit back and I think about it and I ponder on it. Now, as I'm pondering on it, one thing that was taught to me in life was that sometimes you got to learn how to take yourself out of situations and look at the other side. So yeah, I might have meant to say it this way. However, you need to also look at how you're saying it to the person, and then think about how that person is going to receive it as well.
Yes.
So that's part of taking yourself out of that situation and looking at the whole scope of it. You feel what I'm saying? So as far as me having a daughter, I looked at the whole situation of looking at the women that was around me, looking at previous women that I've dealt with, looking at, when I turn my phone on, what's going on with these little girls and these girls of my age. You follow what I'm saying? And for me, I keep hearing the father, the father, the father, the father, the father, the father, the father. You see what I'm saying? So I say, you know what? I'm going to make the difference. I'm going to try my best, you know what I'm saying? Because I'm not perfect. I'm going to try my best to be there for her and show her something and give her something different. So even I may want to fall victim to the certain things, the certain temptations that may happen. However, at the end of the day, I make sure before anything, I take myself home every night. My daughter going to wake up and she going to go to sleep and seeing her father, period.
And that brings me to the second half of that question as far as obedience to now the sacrifices that you made. How do you stay obedient to these things? Because sometimes, life get hard.
Yeah.
And, so what do you think you have to do or had to do to stay obedient to your sacrifices?
I feel like kind of piggybacking off of what he said as far as like taking yourself out of the situation. It's hard to like put into words. I really just have to look at, basically just check in with myself, take the time to not, no phone, no people, no kids, no silence, and just reflect and be like, okay, so where are you today? What is serving you? Yeah, what's serving you? What's going on? How is this serving you? How is this when it comes to my relationships or a work or hobbies or businesses, anything? It's really I have to just make sure that I'm staying on course to my mission, and the sacrifices I made were for the mission. So if I'm not staying true to the mission, those sacrifices were for nothing. Me, crying and being in a spiritual bath, literally like, you know what I'm saying? All that stuff was for nothing if I'm not staying true to my mission. And my mission is to have stories for my daughters and her daughters and y'all daughters and y'all daughters and your sons to listen and to hear the truth of what this life is, not the illusion or this reality that has been created by the people that have taught us things. And because they teach us the meaning of their symbols or their words, and then we have to unlearn those meanings and make our own meanings. Yes, exactly. So that's the mission, is to just encourage people to have their own meanings to their own symbols, and also not to be mad at somebody else for not having the same understanding. You know what I'm saying? Don't take nothing personal. Just move on and do what's for you and your mission and your people, your village, and just keep it pushing after that. But that's the mission. So as long as I'm not staying on course, if I can't record podcasts, if I don't have time to do my yoga, to meditate, so I can even have a podcast to put out, you know what I'm saying? If I don't prioritize those things for myself, for the mission, I'm not going to have those. Yes, I can go and get a nice job and work 10 hours a day and make good money and do that Monday through Friday. But when is the time to nurture my children, to record a podcast? I also do hair. To even do hair, I do locks. And something about doing locks for me that's extremely special. It's very spiritual. And I like to talk. Right. I like to talk to my client. I like to, why are you starting locks? What are you doing? Okay, so how do you view your locks? What type of vibe are you going for? It's not just, okay, let me install these real quick and get you out the door. So I have to be spiritually in tune, mentally in tune, emotionally in tune, and be with myself in order to do my craft and to do what I'm trying to do. So those sacrifices and me taking my babies and doing whatever I had to do to make sure that we were good and we were all mentally in tune, because your children will be drained if you're drained. People will literally use your children to lift themselves up. So if you don't prioritize your children, if you don't protect your children the same way that you would want somebody to protect you when you were a child.
Yes. Like, what was the point?
Exactly. So
It's a lock-in for you.
yes.
Yeah, because a lot of people, we seeing a lot of tap-in. Some people don't understand. I even heard somebody in blessings to you, no nothing, but was on some. I'm kind of tired of hearing the tap-in. But you know what? I'll switch that for. Hold on. We gonna keep it special, baby. Huh? But it's okay. We can change that. Let's do locked in. We locked in because once you tap in, it's like the blessings and the signs and the wonders and the miracles that God shows you and how easier things are for you. Why would you come out of that? Mm-hmm. I had a conversation with somebody last night. Well, yeah, I used to do that. I used to do that meditating stuff, and I used to pray, and I used to think about how were things, and they were a little easy. They were
So
what happened?
That's why you used to be winning.
right. Thank you.
Blessings that goofy. I'm sorry. Don't make me say stuff. You know how we get. Let's do it again. Okay. So listen.
No, for real though.
But that's a fact.
That's real. That's facts. That's why it's
loud
past
as
tense.
fact.
That's why it's past tense. And even how you're
Right.
talking about the conversation, their tone don't even sound like they're in the right headspace. You know what I'm saying? So
they don't believe it.
Listen,
They talking it because it sounds good.
Exactly.
You know what I'm
They
saying?
just want to stay in the presence of the goddess, so
But they need to
therefore
stop
they
doing
say in certain things they think they
Exactly.
can help them, but it's not helping people.
No, you can read
Let's
through
go.
it.
Let's go to the Queen Empress. Let's go. What was your how did you stay obedient? Because you, girl, are powerful. You be having me crying through the phone.
Oh, you talking about you?
Oh,
Yeah. Think about it. What?
Last night. What was this last night, boss?
Well, thank you for
What was that night? We was night before last. And I told her, I said, girl, you just don't know. You just don't know the power of you yet, even though you know. But you just don't know. It's not embarrassing, because you're so humble.
Yes, that's what that is. That's exactly what that is.
You're so
Because you over here
humble.
looking
She
at
ain't
me,
even talking
and I'm
about
looking
me.
at you.
I was talking about you. Beautiful self.
Mike.
So sweet.
Use that mic. I don't know what it is about the mic about y'all. Come on, they used to sing here, y'all. That's
Yeah,
what
we
it
just
is.
used to just
Something
free-
different.
Hello,
'Cause
can y'all hear me?
They
Y'all can hear me. I don't want to be too loud.
Just talking to the mic.
I feel like we on a panel right
Just
now.
talking to
We
the
on
mic.
that
real.
panel. Why
I'm
not?
on
That's
the panel.
coming up.
This is dope. Okay,
Look,
what you
now,
asking me?
shout out Soraya.
Shout out
Thank you for
Soraya.
Queen. Queen was going to be back here too, but allergy season is in the building.
And
So
shout out to the big dog loud behind the camera, man.
Yes, a big
Alrighty,
shout
yes.
out.
Saying, 'cause
Yes.
without him, none of this could be possible.
And you
None
better
of
say
it.
it.
And
None
also,
of it.
we ask that the Most High continue to bless him, because as he continues to bless him, he gonna continue to bless the community and the people
Talk.
that need to be uplifted.
loud
Yes,
facts.
loud facts.
Play with loud, he's gonna goddamn get smoked like some loud.
Ah! Say roll them up in
Alrighty.
today.
Respect to the king. That's what we gotta do.
Yes.
We definitely have to keep uplifting one another because sometimes we forget. You know what I'm saying? Through all that we gotta do and the sacrifices and the running and the have to stay. I gotta be obedient, so I gotta do that. It's a lot.
Yeah.
But you gotta be somebody's gotta pour some blessings into you. And people like us, we normally pour in the blessings, huh? You said that to me.
Yeah.
We normally
Oh
doing
yes,
the-
we
the-
love
the
pouring
blessing.
into people's cups.
Yes. But then
I
we
said
just
that earlier.
yes, that's a collective thing with the energy today
continue
because
to pour
we
into
always doing, but the people who ain't, you don't get the calls.
We'll get replenished.
Yeah,
You know,
no.
Pours into us.
Yep. No
But
replenish.
look at
I
this
was
though.
saying.
Replenish yourself.
And then what'd you say to me?
Mm-hmm.
What did you say to me after I said that?
I said you got to plug in, but there's only one plug-in source,
Mm-hmm.
and that's God. So
Most definitely
you
big
know
ups
you gotta
God.
yes, big ups God.
Yeah.
She said to me
Blessings.
for real. Because I was
Yeah.
like,
Yes.
when you always the one that's putting into other people, like, it feel like you get alone sometimes, and you are alone, down
Yeah,
that
you
journey a lot of
do.
the
You
time.
get- you feel
You feel what
alone.
I'm saying? It's like who pours into you, and then that's when you look at me and it's like nobody else but God.
Nobody else.
Because he's the one that replenishes us to
But
be
the
able to
good
replenish
stuff
everyone
to
else.
do right. And I'm glad you received that, young king, because
Yeah.
yeah, because you had came over that week of what you was going through. You said you was coming to get the energy that was in my home, but you were blessing me the whole time because I have nephews. You know what I'm saying, that they come through, they love on me and all that. But you came and you set for a reason, and I appreciate you for that.
Thank you.
But definitely, y'all, we got to start nurturing our black men for real, because
Most
you know what I'm saying?
definitely.
We do a lot. We go through a lot. Yeah, we sacrifice
Hold on.
God's blessings.
Equally. It is still what I say, Women's Month.
Where's your mic?
Equally, since y'all say Women's Month, it's Women Month, right?
This is Women's History Month, everyone. Blessings to all the women. Oh, shouts out to all the women. And
Yeah.
what y'all do to
Shouts
stay
out
fly.
to all the women's.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? We love y'all. But look,
Gang,
Gang.
just to be fair, cause it's Women's Month, you know what I'm saying? To all my men's, nigga, we gotta tighten up, bro.
Blessings,
For real.
thank you.
Loud
I
facts.
You know what I'm saying? We gotta tighten up. Cause at the end of the day, if we ain't right, we can't expect them to be right. You know what I'm saying?
Yes.
And not only that, you can't call yourself a leader, head of household, bro, if you don't lead by example.
Talk.
Real talk. You know what I'm saying? You are the protector, you are the provider of your home and your
No,
kingdom. You know what I'm saying?
No, you
And
can
as
listen.
you take care of them, you will be surprised how they will take care of you.
You better
Listen.
preach
You
know
your
what I'm saying?
man. Hey,
And that's called, for my peoples that's still my age, that's called keeping it player. You heard?
And not keeping
it
it
player.
player.
You
Oh
know what
my
I'm saying?
that's
God.
just
You know
keeping
what I'm
it. That's just
You know what
keeping
I'm
that truth right there. That's what I call it.
What the young kids say,
What?
pushing P.
Pushing
Okay,
P.
Yeah.
P.
Oh my goodness.
You know what I'm saying?
Yes, I didn't know. Well, I don't listen. I still don't know. What does it mean?
What,
Don't.
pushing P. I just told you.
We not doing
My
this.
definition, keeping it player. I don't know about the
keeping
other
it
shit. You know what I'm saying?
I like that pushing P.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Shout out
that's
to
good.
Gunna,
That's
so
a
you
good
don't
one.
try to sue me.
Ghana, shouts out Ghana.
Okay,
Shouts
Ghana.
out to the king. Sis,
Now
we
he
gonna
gonna
get
sue
back
you.
over here to you and pass you.
She says she is avoiding the question.
No, because you gotta tell me
yes,
because
I
you
agree, huh? What
you
we talking about? I done forgot the
definitely
question.
was be obedient
How
to
do you
be in
make
your
sure you're being
position. You
obedient?
definitely was an obedient woman to be where you are today. So after your sacrifices, what did we have to do to stay
The
obedient to that?
consequences of my choices kept me obedient. Cause like what you said about dude, see, he used to. I once was held to a certain degree. So it was like, if you know how it feels when you are in that place, in that space, why would you ever forfeit that? So that made me become obedient because I understood the consequences of my actions. So because I understood the consequences of my actions, I will only be a fool to go back to
Literally,
those
yeah.
consequences.
A whole
that's
And
dumb.
and,
Like,
and
it's
T
like
spills
stupid.
and T spills, and not only that, when you, I don't care if you don't like it, I'm gonna say it anyway. If you ain't tapped in, you know what I'm saying? Then you understand. Well, when you are tapped in, when you are tapped in, you do understand that, like she said, the consequences of your choices to keep you in line. Not only that, understand that when you know what's right and what's wrong, and you still choose to do wrong, your consequences are gonna be that much
Heavier.
greater
Yeah,
than
talk.
anybody else.
Talk.
Yeah.
Don't let that shit slip. What the famous line of Spider-Man, with more power come more responsibility.
Yes,
Don't let that go over your head.
Yeah.
That's facts.
Don't
And
let
I'm
that
glad
go
you
over your
said that too, because I wanted to say that about that replenishing when we fill people cups. The reason why sometimes certain people cannot be replenished is because they're never meant to be replenished by men in the first place. They get their source from the direct source.
Yeah.
So they go tap right in. So you can only be replenished from God. You can't be replenished nowhere else because nobody else can replenish you.
Their level.
I had to
Amen.
learn
Their
that
level.
too.
Yeah, they're not on your level.
And it's nobody. Oh, it
Yeah.
ain't
Now,
even, it
everybody on
ain't
your
even
level,
about
but-
that.
Anybody
Well, I mean, it is
No,
that.
because
It is. See, there I go
you
with the
tapped
homies.
into
You're right.
amen.
Keep it real.
Because you tapped into the
That's
energy
right.
of the Lord. You know what I'm saying? You know,
But when you
that's
done
what
appointed
we
and you
got, so you
chosen
want
for
to look like.
something, you built for that.
You
That
built-
way.
you was
Certain
built for
the
that.
prophets
That
and
way.
people that had to go, they never went to nobody
Nah,
else.
say that again though. Say that 2 times for the nigga in the back.
Time.
People that's chosen
Yes.
is what?
The
They
people
built
that's
for that.
chosen, they
They
built
built
for
for
that.
Built for that.
Yeah.
They sent here for that.
So that's how they get you in the source. You the source. You know, it's plugs and sources, it's middleman.
Yes.
Everybody got their role to play.
Yes.
You know, and everybody has to play their role. But when you at that position, you can only go to the source.
That's it.
You can't even go to the plug because you the plug.
You the
gotta
plug.
tap
You
into
the
source.
plug.
So what
Yeah.
that means?
Yes.
So when that means,
Well, I gotta get you to say
when
something,
shit
bro.
feel tough, when the going get to going,
Yeah.
you know what I'm saying? You gotta lock in, bro, and understand. You don't give up. You built for this shit.
Yes,
Yeah.
Built
because
for this shit.
you was definitely built
You
for
feel
it.
me?
Cause I,
Yes.
you know what I'm saying, I was always on the other side with what Boss said, like on that, like I'm getting all these moving parts, these small little moving parts together, and coming up with masterpieces. Being on this side right here is different for me. You know what I'm saying? Like, and then it was like where family outside of blood, like family, like Will, you know what I'm saying? Me and him used to build like for hours. And then lose contact almost 15, 20 minutes, years later, here we are together.
It's crazy.
It's crazy, bro.
And shout out to that man too.
Shouts out. Come,
I met
shouts
him.
out. Come over
I met
here.
him.
It's
Get over here,
ordained.
bro.
Him.
He's going down.
I met him and the big dog T Spills the same night, bro.
Yes.
And the crazy shit about it is a lot of these nights that I was supposed to be here, I didn't happen to be here. But the night to make the connections for like-minded angels to lock in with each other.
Lock in.
Oh,
Perfect time.
Lock
I like
in.
your verbiage.
Perfect time.
You know what I'm saying?
Perfect time.
Hey, look, this how you know what I'm saying?
Come
You gotta
through,
keep it
King.
P. You know what I'm saying? I got the
me on the
velour
spot, on the
sweater on right
You
now.
put
You know
me-
what I mean?
Yes, we must. Cause listen, everybody have to hear a thing, man. Like there's people sitting there like, yo, I don't like listening to certain people that don't look like me, that I can't relate to. Let me tell you, shouts out to Richard Griffin, cause Richard Griffin was like, yo, we the misfits. Y'all don't put us together.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
You know what I mean? For a huge mission. And I'm gonna have to. I know we only got like what 10 more minutes, boss.
Yeah.
I want to make sure that I
about
get
18 more minutes.
10 more minutes. About 15?
18.
18. Okay, I'm gonna get back to you in your obedience because I know you. Yeah, you was obedient, boo boy, and I'm so proud of you. You know what I'm saying? I haven't changed your pampers since you was 1. Okay, I don't tell nothing else. But I'm gonna come over here to the king. You know what I'm saying? Because sacrifices.
right now, yo.
Let that brown shine. Let that brown shine, bro. Ain't nothing wrong
Tell
with
him
that,
you
bro.
nice and melanated, my
through.
boy. Pause.
Yes.
So all the people that's gonna try to kill me. Pause.
Appreciate
Oh, well, listen, don't worry about that. I'm sorry, I'm all over the place and all that, but y'all see I got a full house, you know what I'm saying? I'm coming through, I'm actually, y'all already know that.
That's
Who
how
knows
y'all know
me?
the energy powerful in the room.
Powerful.
Yes.
But I gotta get to my brother here, and you tell me, because I know you make a lot of sacrifices, bro.
Yeah, got
You're
to.
talking to your mic, baby.
You can hear me? Can you hear me?
You got talking to your mic.
Who, me?
You
I'm sorry.
You turn
Okay.
all the way.
Yeah.
I saw. I'm like, I'm not doing the song just with my phone. My apologies, everyone.
Mama, your people in the camera, not him.
Yeah, you right.
Keep. Yeah.
I just wanted to let him tell y'all about his sacrifice because bro makes lots of sacrifices and his obedience on that working out through the phone. I want to get up and go to which one you at? Which Planet Fitness?
I go to any whatever. I could go to any of them, but I usually go to the one on Oyster Point. I just like that one because the guys in there now. I got a couple guys in there that kind of like brought me in with them. So now I've been working out with them.
Okay,
Yeah.
so up there in the Nugget.
Yeah.
Okay, all right, and so then go on and you can hit me with the 2 because we got about 15 more minutes.
All right. Basically, you want the sacrifices?
Yes, please.
Sacrifices is like basically with me. I gotta sacrifice like my social time with people really right now. That I'm a social person. I'm extremely social, but I just don't. I can't at this moment give that much to anybody because of the things that I'm trying to accomplish and the time I gotta put in to get where I want to go.
Right.
It makes it
The
so I have
obedience.
to stay in my own realm at certain times just to get things done, and I have to get things done on my own.
Gotta get
So
it
I
done.
can't. I can have my team. I got a team. Like I got a whole team behind me. I got like Loud Nose, Lance, PJ. I got a whole conglomerate behind me. But
Oh,
shout out to them.
Shout out to the
to
team.
Lance Henderson, PJ, Brooklyn Joker.
Yes. What up,
I could
fam?
keep going, yo. If I forgot you, y'all know who y'all. I love all of y'all.
Shouts out
man.
to fam here because
But-
he always with you. He
Loud,
always
and
support
Loud-
you.
Oh yeah, my
Shouts
man,
out.
yo, E, my bad, E. That's my
Yeah.
cousin. He with me all the time. I ain't
All
gonna
the
lie.
time.
I don't think I'm gonna ever feel right with him not coming with me.
Right.
Because it's like he just gotta be with me. That's my guy. And he's the only one that see me every day. Like he see my whole everyday regimen. He know
So he
everything
see
I'm
the
doing.
sacrifices,
He the
huh,
only
bruh?
one that's seeing it on the regular. My
Blessings.
cousin. He the only one that knows exactly what I'm doing. So and all I would say, because I don't want to take too much time, as I'm saying to say this, is that the sacrifice I make is on necessity.
Okay.
If you take the emotion out of it, you can get more done. Because a lot of things we do is basically on emotion. Like I don't say I got to go to the gym. I want to go to the gym. It's once stuff become a lifestyle to you, it's a part of you.
Yes.
It's not no resistance to it. Like even the
that
word
language.
discipline. When you say you got to be disciplined, it's almost kind of to me the way I take it, it's almost kind of like a restriction there. Like do we gotta be disciplined, or do we just gotta be ourselves?
Right.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
You see what I'm saying?
It's how they, it's the language. Yes.
What you mean by that? Keep going.
What I mean by that is like everything that you try on the outside that you try to attach yourself to accomplish things, it's already embedded in you. Like whatever the word discipline is supposed to mean, it's already in your essence, whatever that it means. Whatever that's
You're
supposed to
literally
mean.
unlearning.
Yeah,
things.
so
You're
you just
unlearning.
and it's like you remembering. Like I feel
Yes.
like I'm remembering where I
Who you
was at.
originally were.
Remembering, and I do
Yes.
remember, and it's funny because now I'm starting to remember.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
Like
yeah,
once I
yeah.
got that base of thought in my mind, and then it started, circulating around. I'm like, okay, how do I know this? Because now the universe literally communicates to me.
Right.
Yeah.
I get downloaded information. Everything
Yes.
I'm telling y'all that I talk to y'all about is downloaded. I
Yes.
don't read anything.
Same,
I mean, I do
same.
read,
Right.
but
You right.
But you
The
read
base-
to maintain.
it's
You
cosmic.
read to
It's
show.
cosmic,
Yeah,
yo.
you read
Cause
to
big bruh,
maintain.
just to piggyback on what you said.
yeah,
See, just to break this shit down to these people, you know what I'm saying? Your body is a computer. If you go back, see, and this is some knowledge for y'all that don't know. You know what I'm saying? You don't believe me? Go on YouTube and look it up. The basic CPU hard drive is literally imitating the human brain.
Come on,
It
I
mimics it.
just said.
That's
So
a
your
fact.
body is literally a computer.
That's
So
a
the
fact.
same way this goes down to your energy, your frequencies, what you put out, what you attract, what connects you, what you like, so on and so forth. You feel what I'm saying? So what he's literally saying, that information is being downloaded. Don't let that
Yes.
shit go over your
No,
head.
that's
Please
that
don't
ass.
let that
Because
go.
it's a
Facts.
thing called, and correct me if I'm wrong, big bro, because I ain't all the way tapped in like that, but I know a little bit.
No, you got it.
You got two different sleeps, and one is when you're downloading, and one is when you're uploading, correct?
You got it.
Come
You
on,
got
man,
it.
stop
You got
playing
it.
with this young nigga,
Yo,
man.
you
Listen,
got it.
I
You
sit
got it.
behind these little Mike Jack glasses, boy, but I know a little something, you know what I'm
what you're
saying?
talking about. You definitely in tune. You in
Yeah,
tune.
nah.
You in tune. And this
Yes.
and what you saying that and you breaking it down like that, that means you had to for you to say that to me, you had to experience that to say it like that. Because I know I
Exactly, yeah.
experienced it, so you can't project that unless you can only project what you are.
Yes.
You know, that's the only way you could have said that.
That part.
You know what I'm saying? And that's why even right now I still got new sacrifices that I got to start making. Because
Yeah,
I'm in a new
no,
phase.
that's
And I-
serious.
and-
That's
You
serious.
go to-
They're
I think I
always
did a live- I
updating.
think I did a live
Yes,
yesterday. I
always
did a Facebook
updating.
Live, and I was telling people like, I think I said yesterday or the day that I gotta reevaluate now and see what my next phase is. I gotta sit down maybe and get uncomfortable, get a little more
literally-
uncomfortable. I want to
yes.
get a little more uncomfortable.
Same
You know what I'm
thing,
saying? Because
same
it's
thing.
like this is the fourth quarter. You gotta think, that the lifespan, we ain't got time to really be playing around. We ain't even got time to be planning that much no more. We gotta be like, we've been planning forever. Like planning is why we ain't got shit. Planning is why we ain't got nowhere.
Thank
And you know what? And you know what
Thank
planning
you.
is? Planning is another
We
word
need
for scared and
action.
fear.
Action,
Planning gets called fear,
action.
and that's why.
Procrastination is
And
not
if that's
okay.
and to me, plan at a certain point, it's like, okay, you gonna plan yourself into the grave, and you gonna die with your plans on your
Listen,
chest in the grave.
literally.
Big
Because
bruh.
you ain't do shit.
Big bro, you
You
really,
gotta do something.
Big-
Like, and I'm a prime
Literally.
example of that. I hate to keep using myself, but loud, we have to use me again because our story is from me 2 years ago when I met you at the store at Wawa's at 2:00 in the morning on my birthday.
Yeah,
And
yeah.
then 2
Loud
years
facts.
later, we here. And I told him I was going to start it then, and that took me 2 years to start it. And like I said, I was bullshitting. You know what I'm saying? I ain't scared to tell you I was bullshitting. Because if I didn't know I was bullshitting then, I wouldn't be here now. You see what I'm saying? So everything in perspective. Go ahead.
what you said is so crazy, man. It's so crazy. Hey, shout out to Kanye, man. So for all these people that call my boy
Kanye,
like he's bugged out,
he is
it's
bugged
crazy that you just literally just said that because you just said planning and then doing. Shout out to him because he the one that just put the thought out there about let's stop jacking Black History Month and let's start pushing Black Future Month.
That's a
For
fact.
that exact reason.
That's a fact.
Let's stop talking and harping on what we did before, and let's start talking about and focus on
What we're
what we're
going
doing.
to
and
do,
where we're
what's going to
That's
happen.
Man, that shit crazy, man.
Yeah.
That's why I'm saying it's so much different shit in different places that's all aligned.
Aligned,
And
exactly.
if you really pay
Because we
attention,
are the
once again,
chosen.
too many
It's-
people
at
get
the
caught
end
up.
of the day,
Let us say it go
we
with
are
you.
the chosen,
That's
so
right.
that
Yes.
is why we are all aligning. There, everybody else, there's thousands and millions of people that if they heard this, they would be like, what are
It's
they
all
talking
waking
about?
up.
It's
They
not.
talking,
It's
it's
not
all
even. They are so deep in the illusion and the waking up and going to work and waking up and going to work and waking up and going to work and watching a football game that they're
On
not
Sunday.
even. They're not even paying attention to themselves and what they're doing and what they're feeling and what's going on. So we are 1000% the chosen, and we can understand these things, and we will move on in life and progress and continue to have beautiful lives no matter what is going on in this ugly world. We will continue to have beautiful things because we are being obedient and having these sacrifices and changing the sacrifices and updating them and moving and progressing. People that are in the same space, in the same seat as last year, you can't sit with me because you're not doing enough. It's not enough. It's not enough. Listen.
Boss, maybe I need to
didn't
pay
shed any
extra
skin
for
from last
another
year or
30.
last 2 years, like you
Boss, I
gotta
feel
start doing, we
like
just
I
gotta
need
start doing
another
something
30.
because
Wait a minute.
become detrimental to each other.
Hold on, man. We gotta get this extra 30 because you know
we
you come in the
dropping
building.
jewels
What
right
we doing, boss? Tell me. What we cash
I'm
out?
dead.
Cash out?
Nah, you good. I got cash right now.
Uh-oh.
We building, man.
Let's go. What we
going
doing
on?
on another 30, boss?
What's going on? Hey, look. If y'all want us to keep going, man, I need y'all to go to that Power by Virginia shit that's tagged at all of our shit, and make sure y'all go spam, man, LOUD. If he see enough louds down there, he gonna let us keep going, man. Go spam that.
And also, you can call in at 757-964-9367.
And please
I
call.
apologize that I didn't put that out there earlier, but it should be pinned up anyways up in the live. But what we talking about?
Do like 15 more minutes.
15 more blessings. Thank
See,
you
that's how
so
it
much.
starts. That's how it starts. Look.
You know, you were just talking about sports. What's your name, by the way? I'm sorry.
Felicia.
Felicia, pleasure to meet you.
Nice
It's a
to meet you
pleasure.
as well. Nice to meet you as
You
well.
were just talking about sports and you went across it, and I was just thinking, I can't even enjoy sports no more because I know how real shit is out there.
Yes.
Like I know what's really
Yes.
going on, so it's like
Yes, and
Not the same.
I
yes,
can't watch it
and,
no more,
and
like-
football was is a huge thing in like my family, and like they always do really big parties and things like that. And after I took myself out of my family because I moved to Florida like short notice or whatever, never been nowhere, and always been around my family. Once I was snatched out of it basically and put somewhere where I didn't know nobody, and I had to sit in the house with a baby and my thoughts and my feelings and well nobody else to talk to. Sports didn't do it, you know what I'm saying? The reality TV, Love and Hip Hop didn't do it. Nothing was feeding me. Nothing was giving. I was literally sitting on the couch in the same spot every day. My ex would come home and I'm literally in the same spot every day, and I just was like, this is. I mean, for years, 4 or 5 years, sitting in that spot, in the same spot, just having babies, literally having babies and taking care of my family and my husband. And I'm looking back now, like I think a few months ago, I was like, I have so much more now than I had then. Like I could never, you could not pay me. Yeah, I was just there. I was literally literally waking up. I was waking up, meal prepping, teaching lessons, going on a walk at 10 o'clock, coming back in, getting nap time, prepping dinner, making sure he's good, putting the kids to bed. Like literally every single day, Monday through Sunday, on repeat. What day of the week it is?
Don't know. I just got to get it done.
No idea. And for someone who, and before then, was a straight A student, was in like 10 clubs, was dancing in this state, and now I'm sitting in this same spot on this American Freight couch watching TV.
Freight couch.
Like
Yes,
it wasn't.
she said it.
I just had to really check in. It was like, who are you? This is not who you are, and you deserve to have something that is yours. That is something that you put work into. So that's how MILF Hour came out. I've been doing hair since I was like 6 years old. I just made a hair page on Instagram. Like it's ridiculous.
Well, I'm gonna make my
It's not
page just to do
ridiculous.
my live.
It's God's perfect time to
it's-
see
Yeah,
the
yeah,
alignment
yeah.
that you had and just like with you, you were bullshitting and you were procrastinating. However, things have to happen for us to build up a certain kind of character and a certain type of awareness.
Talk to him, Spill.
Yeah, no, for
so
real,
that we
for
can
real.
be in position to be as powerful as we are
For
at the
real.
time.
For real,
See,
because
because if
I
you would
could
have got
never-
it then, you would have fumbled it.
Oh,
You
absolutely.
would've fallen
And
for the
Spills.
wall.
If
And
she would
Spills.
have asked me to be on this
my God, tell
platform
it.
2 years ago,
And
a
Felicia,
year
just to
ago,
add on to what Spill said, just
I wouldn't have.
to add on to what Spill said, understand too, us as vessels, there's power in testimony.
Oh yeah, yes. Oh yeah,
Power
yeah,
in
yeah.
testimony.
Yeah, that's what MILF Hour is.
Because you gotta understand too. We go
Yes.
through the fire and we walk through the fire. We come out untouched, but understand the things that we see in that fire is for us to speak unto other people.
Yes.
Because
Yes.
understand when they look in our eyes, they understand it's relatable. They
Yes.
know when it's bullshit. You know
Yeah,
what I'm saying?
no, for real
So
though,
we
for
need to
real.
go through that, and it's crazy because when we don't understand, because I've been through it too, where I didn't understand. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
And not to go back into it because I explained it on the last podcast, but I had to get sat down to really sit back. And for me, I had to get taken away, like you said, away from the world.
Yeah.
I went to jail.
Yeah,
You know what I'm saying? So now when you can't control your environment and what's going on with your life, now you have no choice but to see the world operate around you.
Talk.
And when you see it, you know this ain't where I'm supposed to
Yes,
be.
you
This
see
shit
the
don't
illusion.
feel right. And if I don't get my shit together, where I'm going to end up is not where I want to be.
Right, because hers was American Freight Couch. Mine was Aaron's.
And mine was Durham County
Yo.
jailhouse. That shit was not it.
Okay.
Right now,
Real
Yeah.
talk. You know what I'm
Right.
saying? And from there on, once we acknowledge and once we see and once we accept what he's trying to give us, we have no choice but to keep going into it.
Right, and that's why
We don't
because
have a choice.
Brianna, I think you're
Right.
like the youngest.
Right.
Oh shit! Listen, you ain't hear that. Scratch that. Nah.
Little
Baby,
baby.
Blessings.
Little baby.
Blessings. Blessings.
Listen, I'm her aunt. Change the family.
Blessings.
He say that, so I'm gonna call her by her real name, but I'm sorry.
Hey, but listen, but we gonna put this out there. Don't call her that in public, bro.
Don't
She ain't
ever
with
do
none of
'cause
that. All right.
Then auntie got to come and see you.
All right, go ahead. So back to let's tap
don't
back
want
in. Go
them
ahead.
problems.
Okay, we back. Okay, boo, let me go ahead, because you're sacrificed, because I believe you're the youngest here on this panel.
No, he's the same age as me. I'm 24. I just turned 24, but
You
yeah.
look 12.
Oh yeah, I'm about to be 25.
Okay, go ahead.
You
Go ahead and tell me
threw
about
that threw that in there.
I'm about to be
He had to let him know.
I'm about to be. Don't worry about it.
Yeah.
But I really need to hear your obedience story.
My obedience. I thought you said, how do you stay obedient?
The same thing.
Okay.
Do that one. That's what you want you to do. That one. Go ahead.
So how do I stay obedient? Honestly, I just look.
Okay, I'm gonna let you finish that. I just want to say thank you. I love you.
I love you too.
Bless
I ain't
him.
going nowhere.
Yeah, he getting ready. He getting ready for that rap. That battle rap coming up real soon.
I love everybody on this panel for real.
Oh,
like,
yes.
seriously.
Love you, bro. I
I love
love
y'all
you.
energy.
Hey,
And it's
listen,
like-
man, I'm gonna stay to support you.
All right, and I'm gonna let y'all do your thing.
Thank
Let
you.
the lovely lady do her thing, but I appreciate y'all, yo.
Yeah,
Humble.
man.
Thank
Twist.
you.
Just
You
to
know
fuck
you-
you up, you need to
Real
take that
spill.
hat off, boy, and put a little Tampa Bay hat on.
Nah, we can't do
You
that.
know my boy just came back.
Here we go with the football.
You know, that's the real reason why I'm about
But
to.
didn't we
I'ma
just
go
talk
do one of
about
these
We
that?
just said.
We just talked about
Hey,
that.
listen,
We
but-
just
look,
said.
But in moderation.
That Tom
But
Brady
in
is the GOAT.
moderation.
Right,
In
right.
moderation.
It's fun.
Alright.
It's for fun. Okay.
I love though. Love y'all, yo.
Okay, I'm
Man,
gonna
too,
down
man.
to
I
be
love you
ready.
too, man.
Oh, you coming behind me? I thought you
Keep
going in
going.
front of me.
I can't do that.
watch
Oh,
your cup,
I'm
man.
sorry. But let me get my
I can't be
chocolate
cutting in
butter.
front of the spills now. Come on now. You can't do that. I
Love
love y'all though.
is
love
real
you too,
in
man.
the
On
building.
everything.
You understand me? I love it here. This energy here is out of this world. Beautiful. So we gonna go back to your boop 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 boop. Oh, she gotta apply some Carmax. You know, we real here. That's just what it is, real shit.
Hey.
Yeah.
Okay.
There
But
you
yeah.
go.
So, how do I stay obedient?
Yeah.
Okay, so like what I do, I just kind of like look back. I don't really stay back there, but you know,
Just a little visit.
You
Just a
gotta
little-
peek back there to remember.
yeah,
a little.
you know, just thinking about like the trials and tribulations that I have been through, like going with depression and stuff like that, and just like bringing myself back to now, not even to the future, but just the present, because you know they said the present is the gift.
It is.
So I just come into the present. I'm like, wow, like that time that I was inside of that room sitting there crying. I'm not doing that today.
Yeah, no, for real. Those small
You know?
moments. Yeah, no.
They feel
Or
good.
you know, like driving my car, like you know, back then I didn't have a car, so it's like just seeing like the progression. That kind of would make me stay. Thank you. That kind of makes me stay like, you know, obedient. And then watching everyone else too. Like I love seeing people progress loud. You want to see, I don't know you guys, but I know you guys have did some progression. Shariah, you know, like just watching everyone progress, that also makes me stay obedient, because I feel like that if y'all can do it, I can do it too. It's like an aspiring thing, you
Good
know.
stuff. Yeah.
That's why you have people around you.
Yeah,
We might- yeah.
That's what I'm saying.
exactly.
And God is going to send those people. I said that
Oh
before.
yeah, with these.
Yeah, to make sure that you're in a place you keep getting edified and blessed, because what we said earlier about we'll always be in a blessing to someone. But today, instantly, God is making beautiful connections. Me and this one here, girl. Can I tell you? We was crying. No, I'm not gonna say that. I did not have my eyebrows on. I let her talk to me without my eyebrows. So I said it.
I wanted to ask you if you could do me a favor.
Sure.
My brother just tapped in.
Okay.
This is somebody that's really, really close to me.
Okay.
It means a lot to me. If you wouldn't mind, can you say a prayer for him?
Blessings. What's his name?
Ball out. That's what we call it.
Ball out.
You know what I'm saying? Not to just put his government up.
Okay. Blessings. Thank you, energy. We come to you and ask for forgiveness for any sins that we may committed, so that we can ask for this blessing for Ball out. Whatever it is that he needs, we ask you to touch him, fix it, go right there, pick him up, walk him through it, bring him to where he needs to be. We thank you for the many blessings that you're going to bless him with. We thank you for the miracle that you're going to bring upon his life. And we thank you for our wonderful blessings to be here together, to be able to pray for Ball out. Blessings.
And let the church say amen.
Ashe, ashe.
Already, baby girl. Come on, you good? Because I know it's a little more than that, but we ain't got the time. But we're going to come back and visit this. This was beautiful. Where we at on that time, boss?
We got 15 minutes. It's your time now.
Oh, yeah, 15 minutes.
We still busting. Let's
Look,
go.
we ended at the.
busting.
No,
Let's
but we got more shows, and because the boss is a blessed man, they got 16, 17 shows on your beautiful radio station. We cannot be selfish.
It's your time now. So my mom said I'm gonna give you 15 minutes.
So the 15 started.
Oh, you 2 minutes in. Let's go, bro.
We talked about
Okay,
it.
so let Bree go.
Okay,
And finish her
Bree.
stuff. Come on, Bree.
Blessings. Come on.
Who is
Thank
Bree?
you.
Oh, I don't know who Bree is. What's the
Dang.
name? See, it's your fault.
Nah.
Now she mad at me. Naya. No, that's
Naya.
not even right. What's your name, baby?
Naya.
Naya. Oh, baby, I'm sorry. I should've trusted you.
Naya.
Naya.
The bookable Naya.
Okay, go
Bookable
ahead,
is my
Naya
white
Queen.
boy down.
Uh-oh.
Hey.
Uh-oh.
Hey.
Oh, let me real quick, cause we gonna get you, cause I want you to tell that. This is my king sir here. Y'all can hit him up. You can tell him how to get your joint. This is Drug Rats. I'm gonna turn a little bit.
Just to add some context to it, the shirt that she wearing is the first of the collection for Drug Racks Exotics. You know, not to put all my business out there, you know what I'm saying, but I'm pushing into a space where I'm now exploring cannabis cultivation, you know what I'm saying, and that's an industry that they're not trying to let a lot of young black men into. So, you know, for all our warriors out there and all our angels out there, say some prayers for me and continue, you know, to support me, because I'm pushing towards it. You know what I'm saying? Try to create a way where our black men can stop going to jail for dumb shit and get into this, you know, money that these white
Legal
people trying
money.
to make off of us. You know what I mean? For all the years
And
we
stay
did
out here
time
with
for
us.
this shit that now they making billions and trillions off of it. They don't want us to get no part of. So, you know, just throwing that in there. So please support. Y'all want any shirts, go ahead and follow me on Instagram. Hit me up on Facebook, whatever.
Blessings. Where we end off of? Baby girl. That's what we saying.
I don't know, guys.
Well, I'm gonna say this.
Okay, all right.
Her sacrifices was beyond, because this young lady here, I seen her go through a lot, like on a lot of my nieces and nephews too, and I'm proud of them for making the sacrifices that they made.
Well, okay, just say this. So I'm actually not like what is the word for it? Exposing everything that I have been through just yet, because I actually want to write a book about it. So,
That's right.
It's
so
coming.
that being said, you know, it's gonna come. You guys are gonna know the story, but right now, just yes, I'm gonna write. No, I'm gonna write it myself. So it's coming. Huh?
So what's your podcast?
No, I don't want to do a podcast. I leave that to y'all. But y'all, if y'all want a podcast, go to Loud.
Shouts out to Loud. Yes, come through and get your podcast. Get it out here.
So like, since I'm not gonna, say what I've been through. I just want y'all to watch what I'm doing. You know what I'm saying? So
Oh, I like that.
yeah, watch what I'm
talk
doing.
your
I'm doing a
shit.
lot. I do a lot of shows. I do a lot of podcasts. I do a lot of interviews. I do a lot of photo shoots. I do a lot of everything, So yeah, just watch me now. And then you'll know my story.
Watch me now. Blast.
And the energy to keep doing what you're doing.
Yes, blast.
That's a real hustle to keep doing what you're doing. You know?
Yeah.
Because a lot of women in our age group, are looking for handouts.
Yeah,
You
and
getting up and going
I
to get it
can't.
for yourself.
Yeah,
So
I don't
give yourself
look
a
for
pat on the back
handouts.
sometimes for that, you know what I'm saying? Don't
Yeah.
be too hard on yourself.
And that's what I had wanted you younger ones to talk about.
Whippersnappers.
You
You know what I'm
whippersnappers
saying?
about how what I'm saying, like, the ladies, they need nurturing to know how to nurture a man, on how to keep their families together. I was married for 26 years with my husband for 28 years. We had our issues, we had infidelity, we had all that comes with life, but at the end we was able to apologize, accept apology, get through things. 2 years before, that 2 years, it's something about that 2 years. 2 years before, and I'm grateful that in that time I was able to be mature and accept the apologies and to be able to apologize to him for our children, because that's the most important. You have kids, man. You really need to treat that man and treat that woman right, because whatever they're going through, that's going to affect your children
You know
in
what's
major
affecting
ways.
me right now? You really want to know what's affecting me right now? All this smoke around this room, I'm catching contact.
Yo, I'm just sitting here quiet as fuck. Just
Hey, look.
She said it.
Shout out to the Zakisha. Shout out to the Zakisha, man. You know what I'm saying? No me and none of that shit. You know what I'm saying? You gotta be smoking Zakisha to be part of the Loud Gang. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to Loud Gang America. If you ain't smoking loud, you ain't proud, boy.
You ain't
know what I'm saying?
proud.
What else? Loud? Keep going. You ain't proud, boy. Yeah. Yeah.
No, fact.
Yeah.
If y'all been watching the whole time, and he been just
Chief
going,
just going and
it-
going
it's
and
like,
going
it's
and
like
going.
right here.
It's a
Every
big
time it
cloud.
is.
Hey, look. We just big
Yes.
smoke. You know what I'm saying?
Big cloud.
Oh my goodness.
Yes,
Your mouth ain't dry.
Who?
You.
Nah, you know what I'm saying? When I get a little parched, I got my little agua.
Gotcha. All right.
All right. Look,
Stay
okay.
fresh.
Good job. Good job.
Gotta keep it
Hydrate.
Can't get on live
hydrated.
lips and shit. They gonna get me, bro. I can't allow that. You know what I'm saying?
Now you got your Carmex on deck.
Carmex here. Shout out to Carmex.
That's
Make sure
cool.
y'all know. You know what I'm saying?
No free promotion. That is not.
Well, I was about to say,
But
first
what
of all,
we gonna do is we gonna manifest.
I like the way you
We're gonna
think.
manifest them to come and give us the money.
The
huh?
sponsorships.
Yeah, we need them sponsorships.
Yes, the sponsorships. That's right.
Amen.
Bless up, young lady.
Yes,
Look,
yes.
man,
That's
shout out
right.
to everybody. No funny shit. Shout out to everybody that tuned in. That supports everybody that has their own show that's on this panel, in front of this table, on this camera right now.
Thank you.
Continue to stay with us as we grow. This is not, we're not all the way professional yet. Even though we are professionals.
We are
in the
professional.
game.
Boss gonna make sure we
Let
professional.
me go ahead and put this in there before but just bear with us. You know what I'm saying? We're gonna
Yeah, it's
continue to
coming.
get better, and y'all gonna continue to keep getting this information as we get the information. You know what I'm saying? We're gonna keep growing, man. Y'all continue. You know what I'm saying? Just pray for us.
Yes.
Yeah, we're just
thank
gonna put
you.
this out here like this. We are professional.
We're mid-level
Yeah, we-
professionals.
Set that over there. Shouts out to
Okay.
Leah.
Know what I mean?
We're not heightened level yet.
Yes. But in all of that, and through the
We got these
process,
professional
it's a
cameras right
process.
here. We got these professional mics right here. We
Yes,
got these
'cause-
professional other mics right here. Got
Other-
professional right there.
Yes.
You know,
Yes.
Talk that stuff, Bree. I mean,
Suspect that y'all professionalism.
Talk that
I apologize. You know what I'm saying? Because that ain't what I was trying to say. But,
oh my god.
yes, I love it. Come on,
Yes.
man.
Queen, you know what? I was nervous to call you in the beginning because you're so dope and your show is dope and everything. And then when I just let it go. I just said, okay, God, you're gonna make it work. You literally called me within like 5 minutes. Like, you tried to text me, and then it was like God was telling you, no, girl, you better call her.
Yeah, that's right.
And then you called, and I needed that. I needed somebody to feed me at that time, and I just want to up here let y'all know, thank you. And you are beautiful inside and out.
You know what I'm saying?
Thank you. Don't worry about what nobody's
We
saying,
pushing
man.
black excellence.
You super fucking dope. Excuse me, but you super dope.
Oh, thank you so much.
Nah, for real though.
No,
And
you
your
are
energy
the
is
yes,
super powerful.
Yes.
You heard?
yes.
I felt it through the phone that day, and I've been asking to meet you. I swear, asking
Yeah,
every time.
yes.
That's
Every
so
time
dope.
I've been trying to race here to meet you, and every time I get over here, it's too late or I miss you. You know what I'm
Yes.
saying? And I'm glad that I'm
But what
finally
you said,
into
perfect
in your
timing.
presence, and I appreciate it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Likewise, kid. You
Perfect
very
timing.
wise.
Yes.
I told you you chose it.
Yes, you did. You
Just keep
called
walking
in and
into
said
your
that.
light. That's all.
Thank you.
But all of us up here are chosen. Like all of us in here actually are chosen. But this is the season. I just want to say this. Everybody said the same thing, right? But this is what it really is. And it's not discrediting what y'all said, but in a nutshell, it's the season
Yeah.
in where all his people of like mind and of the same movement are coming together like never before. See, it's been a whole bunch of other seasons, but it's never moved in this magnitude because this is the time in which we all have to come together. Because this is the time, like y'all say, everybody say it individually, but collectively, this is the time when we all have to move because we have to be the vessels.
Yes.
In this chaotic, crazy world, we have to be the truth, the red that what is, that cannot be ever denied because it always is true.
Man, talk that shit, man.
Preach, preacher.
It was the truth.
Oh,
it is
real
the truth. It will
preaching.
continue to be the truth.
This is real preaching here, y'all.
I just
I
wanted
ain't
to say
saying
that.
nothing for nobody else or what they do on their pulpit. But this here is real preaching. And y'all better tap in and you lock, what we said? Lock in.
Look,
Because tap
what's going
in.
on?
Okay. Because you better lock in. Once you tap in, you going to lock in. For fact. You know what I'm saying?
I told y'all done got me hot.
Bro, she back here hitting the little jacket.
Well, I'm
weak.
Listen, y'all. I'm
goodness.
going to just close out the show with, and I didn't get to my, listen, y'all going to hear my, 3 minutes, I know, but I got a song to play. All my sacrifices and my obedience was being, I say I went to hell and back. I don't want to go back to hell, ever.
And you're not.
So I'm locked in, baby.
Amen.
Yeah.
But you had to go to hell for your purpose. Your purpose is a little bit stronger than some of ours. That's all.
You
See,
be
when you
saying
have
that
earn
to me,
more
and I be
weight,
like,
you got a different purpose. Your purpose is a little heavier.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But you a great person. You a radiant being. I felt that
bless
from the first
Talk to
picture.
him, Spill.
Like you a radiant being. Like continue to pour. Don't ever dim. Don't ever. You solidify. You don't have to keep saying I'm this, I'm that. You don't got to keep identifying with the titles that the system gives us because it's systematically given. Because when you this place and when you at that place and when you this and when you that, you don't have to adhere to that.
Amen.
You above that. You already know what you truly are.
Amen.
Walk into that for real, freely and boldly.
Auntie, don't close your hands. You know
You
what I'm
right.
talking about.
We talked about that. We don't want to
Receiving.
stop stopping our
Yes,
blessings. We want to
receiving.
receive our blessings.
Yes.
And
Blessings.
shout out to
Thank
Kevin
you,
Gates
King.
because that's who taught me that.
Shout
You
out
when
Kevin
you pray,
Gates.
you ask the Lord to give you blessings. You cannot
Accept
receive
your
with your hands
blessings.
closed. You know what I'm saying? When you pray, when you on your knees, when you doing what you doing, however you choose to do it, and show your appreciation to the Lord. You know what I'm saying? Make sure you
I
keep your
accept them.
hands open and palms to the sky, man. You know
Yes.
what I mean?
Amen. Blessings. Thank you
blessed.
so much for that.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes.
Amen.
We got a song to get to, but before we do that, what I would like for everyone to do is just let everyone know once again how to find you.
Okay.
And if anything you want to promote that's like making y'all some money, go ahead and let them know that too.
Okay, well, my personal Instagram is _woman no cry. The podcast is _ the MILF Hour. And then my lock business is _twisted nature, all on Instagram. Felicia Gresham is my name on like Facebook and everything like that. But
You want to spell that last name for people?
Nah, don't give you government out here.
Well,
Yeah,
yeah, so that's how they find her. What you talking?
Breeze
My government's out.
Cam. Just usually, just Instagram, woman
Yeah,
no cry,
there you go.
Yeah, let's go there.
We
go.
good
Shout out
with
to
that.
the weirdo that was waiting on her to tell me. You know what I'm saying?
I'm not a weirdo.
I got
so
business
asked for the
cards
story.
for
I'm-
y'all
I'm
too.
48.
I got business cards.
Listen, I'm the male up here as of right now,
Let me
so I
see
gotta
your
make sure I
card,
protect
baby.
y'all.
Oh,
You
it's
feel
in
me?
my
You know,
purse
there's
over
some
there.
girls down there ready to click that shit G off. You know what I'm saying? They were ready.
Yeah.
So I had to stop you. You know what I'm saying?
Okay, we ran out of time, which I didn't think that we were gonna make it through another hour. But listen, an hour and 15. God is great. Thank
All
you
the
so
time.
much. Y'all heard it. Go back and rewind so y'all can go back
You
and
can't do
find
that
out where
part out.
everybody's at.
Yeah, too late.
You know what I'm saying? What part?
God is good all the time. All the time, God is good. Okay, boom.
God
Yes,
is good, God is
hey.
good, God is good all the time. And this, amen.
mic.
Blessings. All right, boss, I appreciate you. Thank you.
Powered by Virginia Radio.